Japanese ingredients, the essence of flavor, elegance, and tradition in every dish. Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Dalvinder Kaur from lovely Professional University. Get ready to dive into today's topic, that is uses of Japanese ingredients in cooking. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of the day. Chef Naman Bhatt, Assistant Professor, School of Hotel Management and Tourism, LPU. From managing kitchens at renowned hotels like Radisson to educating future chefs at LPU, Chef Naman Bhatt brings a wealth of experience and expertise to the culinary world. His journey includes stints at esteemed institutions like Indian Hotel Academy, FIHM Noida, and more. So now, I would like to introduce the admission nominee also in this webinar, Dr. Tushinder Preet Kaur, a distinguished professor at LPU Mittal School of Business. With over 15 years of academic experience, she holds a doctorate in economics, MPhil, and UGC NET qualification. Dr. Kaur is also an author and served as a resource person for seminars and conferences. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone for any questions you can write in the chat box or Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. So now I hand over the things to Chef Naman Bhatt, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from him. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I wish everyone a very good morning and welcome to the session. I am Chef Naman Bhatt. I'm assistant professor working with LPU, Lovely Professional University, and the topic for today is ingredients, Japanese ingredients. And just give me just a few seconds. I'll just open up my PowerPoint presentation. Ma'am, is my PowerPoint presentation visible?
Yes, it's visible. You can continue.
Thank you, ma'am. So, first of all, just let me introduce with the topic, that is a Japanese cuisine. As we know, Japan has so much diverse culture in terms of ingredients, in terms of eating food, and of course, the lifespan. People who living over in Japan, they have more lifespan as compared to India. People are living for more than 100 years. Why it is so? Because of the food ingredients that they are eating in daily life. So I'll start with the topic, Japanese cuisine. Four tastes that we know, that is sweet, salty, bitter, and sour. But Japanese cuisine, they have one more taste, that is umami taste. What is that umami taste? That is, this is somewhere close to the taste of MSG. MSG stands for monosodium glutamate, and they call it a savory taste. Next slide, that is chopsticks and manners. We all know that people living in Japan, in China, basically the pan Asian countries, they have a culture of eating with chopsticks. Japanese differ from Chinese, and they have a special wood known as a lacquered wood. That wood is used for making chopsticks. Women and children have smaller chopsticks, and sharing of chopsticks is a complete no in their culture. Why it is so? Because of the spiritual contamination. And just like we put our spoon, forks when we eat it, but chopsticks, they have a special rest, a small basically, in which we put the chopsticks, and it is a chopstick rest after having the meal. Now coming over a special dish, we can say sushi, that is famous from Japan. Sushi means sour tasting. The oldest form of sushi in Japan, narizu. Sushi is a roll of cold rice with fish, seaweed, or some other flavorings. The common ingredients across all kinds of sushi is vinaigrette sushi rice. Sushi, authentically, if we talk about, it is always prepared with a sea base, basically fish. But nowadays, of course, we are alternating fish with some pork, some beef, and even vegetarian sushis are there in the market just to cater for the vegetarian customers. So sushi, if you are seeing the images, sushi, the outer layer is a seaweed. What is a seaweed? Basically, seaweed is naturally formed. We can found it in oceans, rivers, and we process it and we prepare a sheet out of it. That sheet is used inside. Basically, we go for sushi rice. Basically, it is a sticky rice in which we add vinegar, we add salt, we add flavorings, and we put it inside, and comes the filling. Filling can be fish, it can be pork, it can be beef, and for the vegetarian it can be vegetables also. So just to show you how the sushi is prepared, these are the images. What we require a sushi rice first of all, then a special equipment known as makisu. Makisu, in English, we call it a bamboo, basically, a sheet in which we give the shape to the sushi. Third, we require seaweed, the outer layering of sushi. Then we stuff it, we put the rice. Inside, we can put some vegetables or fish. And then, with the help of makeshu, you can see the images, we roll it. And the final step is to cut it. Sushi is served, basically rice is cooked, seaweed we can have it raw, and fish in sushi it is served raw. If we are using vegetables, the vegetables should be blanched or cooked. This is the makesu that I was just telling you in the previous slides. In Japanese cooking, a makeshu is a mat woven from bamboo and cotton string that is used in food preparation. Makishu is most commonly used to make a kind of rolled sushi called makizu, but they are also used to shape other soft foods such as omelets and to squeeze out excess liquid out of food. If you have a basic knowledge of omelets, there are different types of omelets: French omelette, masala omelette that we have in India. Japanese people, they have a specialized type of omelette making pan, and what they do, they give the shape of omelette with the help of this mat known as makishu. Now, the ingredient used in Japanese cuisine. First of all, that is a nori sheet. Nori is a Japanese name for seaweed species. You can have a look in the images on the left hand side. Used for wrapping Japanese rice in making sushi. Second come a wasabi. It is a accompaniment for sushi. How the sushi is served in a five-star hotel. Just let me tell you. Sushi is never served like it. Sushi is always served with a horseradish wasabi paste, and we call it soya sauce. It is a light soya sauce in which the customer can pick with the help of chopstick sushi. They dip it inside the soya sauce and they just apply we can call it a accompaniment, that is a wasabi paste. It is very sharp. It is very pungent. This is called a Japanese horseradish. Its roots are used as a condiment and has got an extremely strong flavor. It is used as freshly grated or dried powder and also used as a paste. The right hand side image, you can just have a look. That is a horseradish. It is processed. What we do, we just take it out from the roots. The roots are then fresh, it can be grated. We add some salt, some sugar, and we serve it. Nowadays, since the chef doesn't have that much of time, so we go for the ready-made wasabi paste that is easily available in the market, and we serve it to the customers. Next, that is a daikon, that is white radish. It is a Japanese white radish mainly used in making pickles and also mixes with soya sauce to make dips. Also used in making salads and garnishing sashimi. So what is sashimi? Now some audience would be thinking what is a difference between a sushi and a sashimi. Sushi, it can be uncooked rice or uncooked fish or cooked fish. It can be cooked vegetables, but sashimi would always have uncooked fish with it. Bonito fish. It is a fish from mackerel family used in making famous stock called dashi, called katsu in Japanese, also used in sushi and sashimi preparation. So Japanese people, their favorite fish is this bonito fish. You can see the image. It can be fresh, it can be preserved. Fresh, we go for making stocks of basically a flavorful liquid. From that flavorful liquid, we go for different things. That base can be used for preparation of other dishes. Next ingredients, the dashi that I was telling about, just speaking about in the previous slide. Stock made from dried bonito. Bonito is a type of fish. On the left hand side, you can see the image. Used for making basic stocks, that is a backbone of Japanese cuisine. Gari, that is a pickled ginger. It is sliced young ginger that has been marinated in sugar and vinegar. So this is an accompaniment of sushi and sashimi. What the chefs does, it slices the ginger, that is the Japanese ginger gari, and they dip it in beetroot water. That water is having vinegar and some sugar as well as salt. So what the ginger does, it absorbs the color of beetroot and of course the flavor of salt, sugar, vinegar, and this is served as a accompaniment with sushi and sashimis. Next, two ingredients that are tempura and panko breadcrumbs. What are tempura? On the left hand side, you can see the images. Tempura basically is a method of cooking as well the dish name. It is a Japanese dish of seafood or vegetables that have been battered and deep fried. So what chefs does, actually in market, since we don't have that much of time, we have type of flour. Tempura flour. We go and buy that flour, we add some water and make a batter out of it. And for example, we are making tempura fried prawns. So we get the prawns, we dip it in the flour and we just deep fry it. So the result that we got is a basically light uh, prawns that has been batter fried, and in Japan it is known as tempura. Next ingredient is a panko. What is a panko? You can see the image. It is just resembling a breadcrumb. But what is the difference between a breadcrumb and a panko breadcrumb is a panko breadcrumb is having more of texture. It is longer as we see the breadcrumbs. And if we just fry using panko breadcrumbs, the texture would be panko is the name for Japanese breadcrumbs, which is made from white bread without a crust. Now, about noodles, we can't just not take up this topic and think about Japanese cuisine. In Japan, as I have started, people are more inclined towards eating healthier option of food. But how can a noodle be healthier? It can be healthier. How? Because the way of cooking it and the ingredients are totally different as we compare it with Indo-Chinese food. One is example is soba noodles. It is a Japanese name for buckwheat. So what is buckwheat? Buckwheat is basically our, in Hindi we call it kuttu ka atta. Some would be just saying that it is used for making puris at home. That is correct. So buckwheat is kuttu ka atta. From that flour only we are preparing the noodles, and that noodles we just stir fry with some vegetables with a stock known as dashi, and it is served. So it is more or less thin noodles made from buckwheat flour, and in Japan can refer to any thin types of noodles. Soba noodles. Next type of noodles that is famous in Japan, that is udon noodles. Udon usually is a type of thick wheat flour noodles of Japanese cuisine. Udon is usually served hot as noodle soup in its simplest form known as cake udon. Now, udon, soba, and one more type of noodle that I'll show you in the next slide, that is a ramen. All three, if I combine, what is that? Basically, a noodles with some stock, a broth we call it in our culinary field. So it is flavorful water in which we add some spices, flavoring agents. It can be garlic. For vegetarians, it is for vegetables. For non-vegetarians, we can add some chicken, some boiled egg on top or fried egg on top, and it is served as a main course. Next type of noodle is a ramen noodles. It is a Japanese noodle dish consisting of Chinese style wheat noodles served in a meat or occasionally fish based broth. That I've told you, it is a bonito fish, dried fish, often flavored with soya sauce or miso. Miso is a fermented soybean product that is used in Japanese cuisine and uses toppings such as sliced pork, dried seaweed, the nori sheet that we have discussed in the slide, green onion or the scallions, spring onions we call it, and occasionally some vegetables that is corn. Almost every locality in Japan has its own variation of ramen made from the pork bone or the broth. So this is also eaten with chopstick, like you can see the image. But a spoon is also served with this bowl, so that if the customer wants to drink the broth also, the spoon is useful for that. If the guest wants to just pick up a piece of chicken or a pork, they'll pick it up and they'll have the enjoy the noodles with some flavorful water, that is a broth. So that's it from my side. If anyone has any questions, ma'am, I'm open up for the questions round.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. So it
Thank
was
you,
a
ma'am.
wonderful delight for discuss on ingredients used in Japanese cuisine, famous Japanese noodles, and more. Let me see. Some questions are from our participants. Thanks for giving me chance to address your questions. Now let's start with the question number one. This is from Gagan Preet. What are some innovative ways Japanese chefs utilize ingredients like tofu, matcha to create both savory and sweet dishes?
Yes, correct. Tofu is basically a soya bean product, and we know nowadays people are more inclined towards a vegan diet. Vegan basically doesn't include any milk products also. So tofu is used as a substitute of basically cottage cheese, that is paneer. And if we say about matcha, it is more or less a powdered, healthier version of green tea that is used for making tea cakes. It is used for making cookies, biscuits, and it can be used as a base for stocks, broths, and it is a healthier diet basically, and that is used by the chefs in Japan.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. There is one more question from a participant from Megha. How can we prepare Indian way sushi like a vegetarian in vegetarian way?
It is a very good question asked. How we can use it in our Indian diet? So basically, Japanese people, they go for more of seafood, as it is very nearby to the sea and ocean. They include fish, aquatic animals. But here we know that vegetarians are more in India, and of course the vegan diet is more popular nowadays. So what we can do: sushi, seaweed, it is a vegetarian. Sushi rice, it is easily available in the Indian market also. And what we can do, we can replace the non-vegetarian things like fish, pork, beef with vegetables. So we'll blanch some carrot, beans, avocado, cucumber, season it, with salt, pepper, or some Indian spices. We can innovate with some fusion, and just like sushi is prepared, we just fill it up and we will roll it, and it will be served with soya sauce and other dips. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hope the participants got their answers from our experts. And so now I would request to admission nominee Dr. Tushinder Preet Kaur to be on the screen. Over to you, ma'am. Ma'am will join in 1 minute. There is some net issue maybe. Let us wait for her. Sorry for the delay. Ma'am is having some net issues. Ma'am will join in next 2 minutes. Yes, ma'am is with us. Yes. So now, I would request to admission nominee Dr. Tushinder Preet Kaur to be on the screen. Over to you, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Ms. Telvinder. Let me share my screen. Please assist me in telling whether my screen is visible or not.
Yeah.
I have shared it.
Yes.
Is it visible?
Yes, it's visible.
All right. Now I'm going.
You can continue.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And am I clearly audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Thank you so much. All right. Very good morning to one and all. Hope you all are fine and safe at your places. So by not taking much of the time, I'll share the information regarding what all accreditations and the approvals which university is having. Then I'll be talking about what exposure the university provides and what rankings are there. And when I'll be giving you very important information regarding how you can save your money. So you have to be very clear, very attentive in this session. So let's start this session. Okay. The university proudly shares that we are NAC A++ with a score of 3.68 on 4-point scale basis. Now, this is the highest score among all the state private universities of India, which is really, really a matter of proud, which shows the quality teaching of the university. Continuing with the accreditations, the university has NAC. Apart from NAC, we have ACBSP for the business programs. Then we have ICAR approvals. Then UGC approval is there. For distance education programs also, we have the UGC DE, that is Distance Education Board approval. NCTE approval is there. Then we have the approvals from Pharmacy Council of India, Council of Architecture, Bar Council of India, for the Indian Association of Physiotherapists, then Punjab State Council for Agriculture Education. For those who go ahead with the planning programs, we have Institution of Town Planners, their approval is there. So the list is long. This is just a glimpse which have been shared with all of you. So we have the memberships with the Institution of Engineers, and apart from that, Association of Commonwealth Universities. So this all memberships accreditations provides the exposure to these students. Now, initiating with the ranking, the university, Lovely Professional University, has been ranked second by World Universities with Real Impact ranking. Now, in this first attempt, the university has secured global brand of 101 to 200 rank. So this has been by the top Ivy League universities like MIT, Harvard, Oxford, Cambridge. They all were the participating universities, but Lovely Professional University has been ranked second. If I talk about the Atal ranking institutions on innovation, this institution has also ranked university as the third, which highlights the innovation bent of mind of the institution. Proudly sharing the information that university created the history. Our students, 12 out of 13 students, they won medals in the Olympics, wherein they brought laurels not only to the university but to the country as well. So they won gold medal, silver, and the bronze. So the university has also got first runner-up position in Maulana Azad Sports Trophy 2023, and this award was given by Ministry of Youth Affairs and the Sports Government of India. Those who are well oriented with the sports, they have interest and they have done little contribution. Yes, this is the right place for them. Going ahead with the, you can visualize and you can recall the names. Neeraj Chopra is not a new name to you. Prathamesh, he also won gold medal in archery. Then bronze medal in rowing by Parminder, and gold medal by Arjun Singh Chima in 10 meter air pistol. So on the right side as well, you can see in archery Abhishek. Uh, Shooting a women rap team, is women trap team is Rajak Pritika, and Lavlina also got silver medal in boxing. So any game into your mind, we have that game with us. Again, he brought laurels not only to the university but across the country. So this is the exposure, the sports exposure we are providing to the university. Now let's have a discussion regarding what overall exposure is being provided in terms of Indian Science Congress. The university proudly hosted 106th Indian Science Congress, which was inaugurated by our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, wherein he renamed the slogan. He gave Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan, and he added Jai Anusandhan. That nowadays this is the era of research, and research is the prime thing which is required at each and every level. Going ahead with, this is not a new face to you. He's Nobel laureate for peace and a great spiritual leader of Tibet, Dalai Lama ji. He graced the convocation at LPU. Here you, in this glimpse, you can visualize two presidents of Asia's great nation. They also graced the convocation. He's none other than our Union Finance Corporate Minister, late Shri Arun Jaitley ji. He inaugurated the startup school. He interacted with the students to initiate with the startups at the very right age. And he's former Vice President of India, Venkaya Naidu ji. He also graced the convocation. This face is also not new to you. You are, if you go ahead with the lifestyle coach and a motivational speaker, I'm sure you all might be listening to him. He's Gaur Gopal Das ji. He interacted with the students and told them the ways to lead happy life. So apart from the great leaders, the university has welcomed the various celebrities, the glimpse of whom you can see. Deepika Padukone, then Shah Rukh Khan might be favorite of most of you. Then he's none other than former Captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni. He also visited the university. So great celebrities are there. They danced with the students. So every type of exposure we provide. So the university also received Guinness World Record for the largest Bhangra dance at LPU. So I'll show you what all infrastructure is there hurriedly, and then I'll take you to the website regarding the details of the program. So the university has MP theaters. This is one amongst them, which is used to organize Nukkad Nataks, events, and cultural shows as well. This is the seating capacity of Shanti Devi Mittal Indoor Stadium with a capacity of 2,500 people. And this basically is used to organize big conferences, international events as well as certain convocations as well. This is the infrastructure. This is the Mac lab. This is the library. We have multi-storied library available with us with more than 20 lakhs books are there. So the reference, the textbooks, the book which is there, you want to read, you will be getting this stuff over here. Apart from that, we have the online resources. So like JSTOR is there, ProQuest is there. So any idea into your mind, you want to do ahead with the research, we have the solution for that. Now, this is the Unimall, which you might have little aware of. This is basically handled by the students. This is the inner view of the Unimall. You will find every single shop, starting from the basic stationery to all the clothing. You can find Domino's over there. So you will find multi-brand, multi-storied and the multi-brands in one Unimall as well. Those who are gym freak, we know that gym freak people, they can't skip their gym. So we have the facility for them as well, with trained staff to guide them. Then to bring you out from the academic monotony, we have the bowling area. We are worried about your health as well. So we have 24/7 uni hospital with wide specialized doctors, those who come on the different panels, and students seek their opinion regarding any trouble. So you can see multi-bed facility is also there. God forbidden you get sick, we have the solution for that. And we have certain tie-ups with the other hospitals as well. And this is a view, this is a big shed, like wherein you can see the solar panels, the area where Unimall is there, where various events, the convocations take place. This is the day view of the university. You can see the white buildings. This is the view, inner view of the university with lush green gardens. So you can, the inner view of the residential facility, again lush green gardens are there. The inner view of these inside, once you enter the university, I'm sure you, once you visit, you will recall the pictures which I am sharing with you. This is the night view of the university and residential facility in particular. We have Shanti Devi Indoor Stadium and the sports indoor complex with wide variety of facilities. I'll take you inside that. Badminton courts are there, then shooting range is there, and then basketball courts are there, then tennis room is there. Then you can see the swimming pool. We have altogether 3 swimming pools with all weather conditions. Now, this all was the infrastructure. I'll take you to the website and will show you regarding the important points which I told you you need to recall. Okay. Madam Delvinder, just confirm that my screen is still visible. I'm on the university's page. Is it visible to all?
Yes, it's visible. You can continue, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. All right, guys, what we need to do is you need to write university's website address. It's lpu.in. Therein, you need to search by the admissions through the discipline. For example, you are searching for BSc Hotel Management. So after searching on the discipline of hotel management, then you can select the program of your interest. So considering this regarding the hotel management, so I'm just
Sorry
taking
for the
one
interruption,
program.
ma'am. Sorry for the interruption. I'm not able to see now the particular
Okay,
program you are talking about.
It is not visible. I'm talking about
It's
BSc
not
Hotel
visible.
Management.
It's I just see the let's live.
Okay,
Yes.
wait. I'll do it again. I hope
I'll
now
do
it
it.
is visible.
Yes, it's visible now. BSc Hotel
Thank you
Management.
so much.
Continue.
Yeah, now, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, guys, I was telling you, you can write the website link. It's lpu.in. Therein, you need to select on admissions. You need to select the discipline. After 10+2, you can select, and then therein you can go ahead with BSc Hotel Management. So initiating with the eligibility is 50% in 10+2 plus university's exam, that is LPU NEST or CUET. So as of now, you might have filled the exam, but still CUET exam is yet to happen. So you can book your LPU NEST exam. This is the exam which serves 2 purposes. One is the eligibility and another is the scholarship. So one test serving 2 purposes. So you can, for your convenience, we are promoting or we are floating this option for online remotely proctored exam, but it has certain conditions. Good Wi-Fi should be there. You should have two devices so that there is no interruption. Or you can also opt for test center based options. It all depends upon the infrastructure facilities which you have. These all are the rankings which we have already discussed. Yes, if I talked about LPU Nest, you can have a view regarding the question paper pattern, the syllabus, the sample questions, the test cities. So by clicking on all these one by one, you can get all the queries clear into your mind that which option you want to go ahead with. Then if you want to do ahead with the little more work of what all minors are there, what research is being there, what is the study abroad program, so you can also search it by looking into this. And moreover, you can go ahead with the academics. So in 1 year, 2 semesters are there. The academics, what it would be taught to you, the nomenclature, the subjects are clearly mentioned, like basics of food production laboratory, communication skills. So you can see, you can just get well acquainted with the website, that what all programs are there and what input would be given to you. Going ahead with the departmental elective like food service, front office, housekeeping, so you can plan in advance what departmental elective you will be choosing. Now, this is the point where I want you all to be very much active. The program fee per semester is 80,000. But yes, we do acknowledge your hard efforts and we provide you these scholarships. There are 3 slabs, category 3, 2, 1. It depends upon your performance, how you performs in your previous qualification, that is 10 plus 2, with whose result is yet to be out. Hope you score the target, whatever you have kept the target, you score the same percentage. But still, you can have the option to score good marks in the university exam, because it requires both for both purpose eligibility as well as the scholarship. So if you come in third cutoff, 40% program fee would be there, it would be waived off, and rest you need to pay. And the highest is 50%. So you can well imagine you need to little strategize the things, because plus 2 result is now not into your hands. You can only work upon your LPU Nest and you can target the maximum scholarship. Going ahead with the different scholarships, I talked about the qualifying exam 10 plus 2. I talked about LPU Nest, the different slabs. Then we do offer on JEE for the hotel management. Then other scholarships are also there, and financial aid is there. But point down the line is, out of all these scholarships, one best would be applicable. So you try hard for every part, so one best would be applicable, and that would be applicable throughout till the completion of the degree. So there should not be any interdisciplinary case or other thing. So we are ready, the university is funding you to study and to go ahead with the things. Now, I'm pretty sure you might be having this thing into your mind, how to sign up, how to proceed with the things. So on the web page, you can find out apply now over this part and the right side where the important dates. So you can click in, you need to register at LPU admit, where name, email ID, mobile, all these things will be required. So you, after registering, you will be able to select a program and book the exam. So the current, we are there with the current schedule. The last date, I must say, today is 30th, tomorrow is the last date. But don't wait for the last date. If you have a little interest and you want to go ahead with the program, wait for the last date. Go ahead and book your LPU Nest the way I have told you. So the exam would be conducted till 10th of the April, and after that the result would be announced on 15th of April. Then you can consider in which program you want to go, BSc, HM, BHM, CT. You can give your seat preference, whose result will be out on 19th of April. And then from 19th April to 25th of April, you can book the admission. That is, you can get the candidate ID after paying the provisional admission fee. So on this particular page, I talked about the program details, the eligibility, the fee structure, how you can target the maximum scholarship, and the duration is 3 years equivalent to 6 semesters. So whatever fee would be applicable, it would go till 3 years equivalent to 6 semesters, subject to condition there is no indisciplinary case against any student. Now, there are different ways to get back to us. You can schedule a call on the right side of the panel. By clicking a schedule a call, you can give your preference on which date, by what time you want a call from our side. Our calling team will definitely get back to you. Then you can interact with our executives as well. So we have our WhatsApp number. Then live video counseling, likewise you can see me on the screen. We have this option of live video counseling wherein you can interact with the counselors. And yes, you can have a look on LP in your town. Our executives, our teams, they visit your areas, but at the different time spans. So you need to explore, you need to click, and then you can get the information accordingly. So just one advice: not wait for the last date. Plan or freeze your decision well in advance. I hope my session would help you in making your decision and freezing it at the earliest. It's over from my side, Dilwinder ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. As I can see, there are some more questions from a participant for Dr. Kaur also. How LPU is better option than other universities in India?
Is this for me or is it for
Yeah,
Chef Naman Bhatt?
this is for you. This is for you.
All right. See, I spoke about the exposure. See, before coming to any of the organization or the university, the candidate must have a look in about the what rankings the university is having, what exposure, the exposure in this field is, and the practicality of the course. And if I look in the orientation of the hotel management, I suppose because I missed that session by Chef Naman, he might have given the practical orientation, which is a need of an hour, right? And so if I talk about the academics and the exposure, I'll say the institution, our Mar University is the best one, which has been live. Practicality has been given by Chef Naman. Over and above the academic input, we provide the minus to the students. And yes, considering the pocket wise benefit, we are providing the 50% scholarship. So it is good to go into academics, the fee structure, and last but not the least, or it should be the first one, that is the placement which university is providing. So considering these points, we are little different from the other organizations.
Thank
I
you so
hope my
much.
answer
Yeah, thank you.
provides this.
There is one more question from our participant Megha. How the university is taking care of the security and safety of the students? This is for Tushanda Preet Kaur ma'am.
Yeah. Megha, don't worry. I'll advise you to visit our university. Our security starts from at the gate. You will find the guards, standing over there without any reason. It is really, yes, without any reason, you will not be able to enter. You need to mention what is the reason. If you are a new aspirant, if you are the existing student, you need to show the card, show the case the ID card. So our security starts from the main gate, and then you will find the all the guy we have the CCTV surveillance as well. Then the securities with wherever you go, be it the department, be it the main gate, be it the residential facilities, you will find safe and secure. So no unwanted entry, there is no threat to any person. This is what I can say, and I'll advise you to visit us to visualize what security options we have. We have RFIDs, we have boom barriers, so no unwanted entry cannot take place.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I hope the participant got the answers from Dr. Kaur. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to extend a heartfelt thanks to our esteemed experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Your contributions have truly enriched our discussion and inspired us all. On the behalf of all attendees of this webinar, I would like to thank all for your insightful participation. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information for better decision-making regarding their admission. If anyone want to assess this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, or can be assessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again, with the permission of my seniors, I would be signing off this day. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.